Hello friends! Welcome to the stream. Hello, it's been a little bit. Kim, hello. Victoria, hello. Seems like it's been a long time since a live stream. Yes, it has been. I think it's been a month since I've last streamed. And I think I read already, Kim, you're completely right. I was sick for the first half of April. And then I also went to Canada Plays last week. I got home from Canada Plays on Wednesday last week. And then I had a full game day on Thursday with some friends that we've been planning for a while. And then I just got back to working on Friday of last week. And this week I've been working my booty off, getting things done. Hopefully you guys have been doing well. Thankfully, I am feeling a heck of a lot better. This was probably the worst that I have been sick in a long time. It was awful. Both Francis and I had, I think, the same type of sickness. I think we both had like a flu of some sort, and oh my goodness, it took me out for almost an entire week. There was one weekend that I was so excited because it was a weekend that I actually had off and I didn't have anything to do, and I was gonna play a bunch of board games, and I was just gonna have like a nice weekend, tidy the house, get caught up on things. But sadly, that was like the peak of my sickness, and I was literally in bed for probably the entire weekend. So yes, it was not fun, but I'm very happy to not be sick anymore. I still have a little bit of a cough, so apologies if I do end up coughing at some point during this stream. But it has been getting a lot better. The cough is like slowly dying, which thank the Lord. Yeah, Canada Plays was last week. It was from Monday to Wednesday last week. It was a lot of fun. It was wonderful seeing, I hung out with Jamie from Foster the Meeple as well as Ilya from Cavre. Tyler was supposed to come, but unfortunately he wasn't able to join us. I was very sad because the four of us were at Canada Plays last year, and it was a lot of fun, but we still had a good time, the three of us. And I do think that I am actually going to visit Tyler and Ilya in June. I'm going to go and visit them where they live in Edmonton. So yeah, very excited for that. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Yeah, I've been out of town and now trying to get back into the swing of life again. Girl, I feel you. I've been trying to get back into the swing of things. Hopefully, I think next week is gonna be like a good restart point, and I'm going to try to get my SHIT together, so that'll be great. Good morning, Jenna. Good morning. Yeah, springtime is always busy, right? We had 2 weeks of illness going through our house too. Ugh, it was awful. I thought I avoided it because Francis was sick for a while and I wasn't getting sick. And then the day that he kind of mentioned he'd started feeling better was the day that I woke up and I was like, ooh, I'm feeling something. I'm feeling something coming. So yes, I'm very happy that I'm finally feeling better though. Dario, hello, welcome to the stream. Jade, hello. Jenna, you got Crafting the Cosmos. Dang, I am still waiting for my coffee. LOL, I'm obsessed. Working hard, playing hard, right? Yeah, exactly. I really want to, I've noticed that recently with working with the board game garden, I am actually almost playing less games than I was before. And I really want to get back to just playing a bunch of games and then being able to talk about them on the channel and just switching up my content a little bit and having more fun with videos and stuff. So I've been recently kind of just taking time to sit and brainstorm video ideas and just trying to think what I could do to really just bring it back to playing games and just having fun with board games. So yes, I'm very excited. Also, yes, I do have Crafting the Cosmos here. This is probably one of my favorite covers of a board game in a very long time. I think it is absolutely beautiful. That's actually a video that I really want to do soon. It's my top 10 favorite board game covers. I think that'll be fun. Talking more about the art and stuff, because I feel art in board games is like a big thing for me. So yes, I've been playing Crafting the Cosmos on BGA a lot. If anyone wants to play Crafting the Cosmos with me on BGA, I would love to play. I think I'm in one game right now, but I think it's somebody's turn and they're not taking their turn. So I haven't played my turn in a while, but please invite me to a game of Crafting the Cosmos because I would love to play it more. We actually played it at the board game day that I was talking about on Thursday of last week. So yes. It's always good to play more games. Exactly, Dario. That is literally why we're in this hobby, and I just want to get back to playing games, you know? But at the same time, like, yes, I am, you know, in charge of creating videos and stuff, so a lot of the times, you know, that sort of thing takes up the time of playing games, and obviously that's something that I have to do, or you guys are not going to get videos. So yes, I think I'm just going to try to like balance more the creation side and the actually playing games side. So yeah, I think now that I am feeling better, you guys might see more live streams coming back because I really want to do more live streams. I feel like that is a great way to double both creating content and also getting games played, is actually live streaming and playing the games with you guys. So yes, board game covers, yes, that would be good. I feel like it'd be a fun video to watch, so yes. Anyways, welcome to the live stream. Today we are actually playing a game called Dragons of Etchinstone, which a huge thank you to Chip Theory Games for sponsoring today's stream. This is one that I'm super excited about. It is a solo palm playable adventure game, which is a lot of fun. I really enjoy, there's a game called Numpsters, which is like a palm playable card game. There's also a game called Palm Island, which I still want to get a physical copy of Palm Island because I played it once last year. Rosie Pocket, which she works for Cardboard Alchemy, she brought Palm Island to a Cardboard Alchemy thing that I was doing, and she let me play it, and I really enjoyed it. So yes, it's really nice to have these types of like small card games that you can take traveling and you can play. This one feels honestly bigger than those other ones that I just mentioned, where you get to like play a bigger strategy game, but in a small card game. I think it's great. So yes, I'm super excited to play this today. We are going to be playing with one of the mages from the North Vale expansion. So I'm going to be playing with this mage, which I forget his name, but basically I just have to add 4 cards into the deck of mage cards. So we're going to do that. I am going to pull up the rules on my phone though, because I know the rules for all of his icons, but just to remember everything, I am going to pull that up on my phone just in case I have questions. Where is that? Here it is. Now I just have to go through all of the emails and make sure I can find. Here we go. Love live streams. They're my favorite, being part of the community. Yeah, me too. I feel like it's just such a great way to like connect together and just, again, going back to the roots of just like enjoying board games together. So, and it's positive because you guys get to see how a game plays and you also get to hang out and chat and stuff, not only with me, but also with everybody in chat. I think it's great. I gotta get my Everborn, Ostia, Unconscious Mind, and SETI learned and played. That's my priority for my backlog. Oh my goodness. I have so much backlog and I just need to like take time during the evenings and just learn games and then also play them. So yes. Bonds was also playing this yesterday. Yes, I saw that Bonds did a live stream of it yesterday. Uh-oh. Okay, yes, there we go. I thought they like deleted the rule book. All right, so the mage that I am playing is, what is his name? I think he is actually the first one that they mention here. His name is Voltak. We are playing Voltac. That is the Mage. I'm going to... Hello? Uh-oh. Oh, that is just the same button. There we go. So, yes, I'm going to be playing with Voltac, which these are his 4 cards here that I have to add into my main deck of Mage cards. There are 16 Mage cards, and basically you're going to be replacing 4 Mage cards in this deck with your different Mage. So yes, basically this is, like I said, a solo-only palm playable adventure game where basically you are going through 4 different regions. You are going to be... Penny, you good? Hey, stop. This girl is constantly itching. I need to take her to the vet. You're going through 4 different regions, and you're going to be fighting enemies as well as going on these journeys, and then once you've gotten through 4 different regions, you're going to fight a dragon, which there are 4 different dragons to choose from. I still actually don't know what dragon I want to fight. I've already done a lot of plays with Rodvig, so I might actually skip out on Rodvig, and I might do another one. Maybe we'll do Verhast. He looks pretty cool. There's also Helsang, and then there's also Grimrock, which Grimrock seems very difficult. Actually, he's not actually as difficult as the others, so maybe I will do Grimrock. Because he has initiative of 10, which is not horrible. He just has a lot of shields, which shields are basically how much attack they can, I guess, avoid. All right. Big, medium, or small box? What do you mean, Dario? This is a very small box. So this is the box that the game came in. This is actually not the actual box. This is a Too Many Bones Trove Chest box. But this is a prototype, so I will say that right now. This is a basically print and play of the game, and all the cards are sleeved. So hopefully we're good for like reflection and stuff, but yes, I will also mention that there is a print and play for this game that's going to be available, and it's not called Dragons of Etchinstone. It is Felines of Fetchinbone, and basically everything in the game is replaced with cats and dogs, which I think is just the funniest thing ever. And it was so highly requested to actually have a physical version of this game, so they're actually having a physical version of Felines of Fetchinbone available as well during the campaign. So if you guys want to go and check that out, I think it is the cutest thing ever. But there is going to be a free print and play of that if that's something that you would want. But yes, this is going to be the final production of it. Is going to be much like a lot of the Chip Theory games, where basically they have like PVC cards, I believe. So they are that kind of more plasticky card, and they are waterproof, which is awesome. And they're really like resilient, and I feel like it'll be really good to play with those cards. But yes, very small box. And then additionally, it does come with the 2 different expansions. One being the one that I'm using today, which is the North Vale expansion. Basically, that just adds more of what is already in the game. So you get 4 more dragons, you get 4 more regions, you get 4 different mages that you can switch in and out. That just add a little bit more complexity to the game. So yes, after Santa Monica, I don't get the way editors choose the boxes for games. Yes, you are totally right. Santa Monica was ridiculous. I actually got rid of that game, which I'm a little bit sad I did because that was a pretty good game. But yeah, that game could have literally been in a box maybe like this size. The only thing that it needed to fit was like the longer starting tiles that each person got. But really just making a box that fit that would have been totally fine. But I do understand from a publisher standpoint trying to get your game to be noticed a little bit more by having a larger box. But yeah, Chip Theory games, they're fully going for like, this is a small pocket-sized game. You can get a box, or it does come in a box, but then they also have a wallet for it as well, which you can just take that, put it in your pocket, and take traveling with you. So it's great for that as well. Hey, hey, gardening people. Hello, Brian. How are you? How's it going? It's been a while. Okay, so first thing I need to do is I need to decide on a dragon. So I think I might do either Grimrock or Helsang. I kind of like Helsang. Look at how cool he looks. Ooh, pretty dragon. And then we have Grimrock here. I think I'm going to do Helsang. I really like him. Okay, so Rodvig is going to go over here. Helsang is going to be our dragon. We are just going to have him at the back of our deck. And then we are starting with Region 1. So the card that is Region 3 and Region 4 is going to go at the back of the deck as well. And then with our Mage, Voltak, basically there's going to be 4 cards, and it tells you which cards you need to replace with these cards here. So the first one is Swirling Blades, and we are going to replace Sword of Light with this one. So let me find Sword of Light. Put that in there. This one is going to Icebreaker. It's going to replace Frostfire Wall. There's that Frostfire Wall. And then there's the blue Frostfire Wall, which I'm thinking it's probably going to replace the blue one since it is a blue card. I think it's showing that you can do either or. Oh no, I think that is definitely a blue icon. So we are going to replace it with the blue Frostfire Wall. We're still going to keep the red one. So that's going to go in there. And then this is going to Grit, which you guys will notice, these ones actually don't have a color, which is interesting with this Mage. There are 4 different colors of Mage cards, and that is basically the element of the card. I'll get into exactly how the game plays, but that is kind of the challenge with this Mage, is that 2 of his cards are uncolored, so you can't really use them for the element card in your set, sadly. But you could, you just wouldn't get the enhanced action. Grit is going to replace the red Adapt, which is this one here. And then Warrior's Wisdom is going to replace the purple Determined March. So we're going to replace it there. Okay. So those are the cards I am replacing. Those ones are going to be put off to the side. And then our 16 card deck here is all of my Mage cards. They're all going to start on level 2, and basically throughout the game you're going to be going through these 4 regions, and every single fight that you are in or every single journey that you're going on is going to have the potential of giving you XP, and you're going to be using that XP in order to upgrade these cards. So they all start on 2, but they can eventually get upgraded to a level 4 that makes them stronger. Sadly, they can get downgraded as well. So eventually you're going to have a better deck of 16 cards, and then you're going to, after those 4 regions, go against that dragon, and hopefully you're going to have a really, really good, strong deck of cards that you can use against the dragons. So, yes. Yeah, it's called Presents on Shelf. Yep. High quality cards. Love that. Me too. I do really, really like, Chip Theory Games has really good production of like card games and stuff. All their cards are always really, really nice. I do have 20 Strong. I need to play that one more because I have really enjoyed it. It's just very challenging. And this one I feel like is slightly less complex, which I really appreciate in a solo game. I've always talked about it. If a solo game is too complex, it's less likely that I'm going to get it to the table, because most of the time when I'm playing a solo game, I want it to just be super chill. There's sometimes that like at night I'm like, I have the energy to take out a bigger game or a more complex game and play it, but most of the time I'm just wanting a nice easy game. So I can't wait for my Tanglewoods 20 strong. Yeah, I do want to try that one. It's been a while. Where are the new glasses? They're right here. I did bring them. There they are. Beautiful. I probably actually should be wearing them, to be honest. I'll wear them. I look like a big, huge nerd. There we go. This does help me though with seeing things. Okay, so once I have shuffled up all of my mage cards, whoopsie, those are gonna go on top of here. And then my region 1 card is going to go on top of that. So this is all you need for the game. Additionally, you have these 2 reference cards over here. This one is going to show you the phases of play. And then on the other side, you have the final battle, which we'll get into that when that actually happens. And then this one here has all of the different icons that potentially we will run into with the different enemies that we're going against, the different journeys that we're going on, as well as the encounters and their hardships. So, yes. Also, coffee. That's needed. OMG, love the glasses. Thank you. I'll go to here so you guys can see them. These are my glasses. Yep. I really need to like remember to actually wear them. I just got my notice that my cover of Mythwind is on its way. I'm so excited. Nice. I do think I got a package just before the live stream. I haven't opened it yet, but I do think it is all of the additional stuff for Mythwind. So the Friends and Family expansion and a few other additional things. I'm so excited. Sorry I'm late. Ryan, you're totally fine. How are you? I also backed Tanglewood 20 strong. I love the fairy tale theme, plus a solo game win-win. Exactly. Are you gaming this weekend? Ryan, if you're talking about Ragnarok, I don't know if you're going to Ragnarok, but I do think I'm going to Ragnarok on Saturday. So I will be there, I think, all day Saturday, which I'm excited about. Initially, I was going to go both days, both Saturday and Sunday, but I think I'm just going to go on Saturday, and then I'm going to take Sunday to prep for the next week and catch up on laundry and house stuff. And then I think Francis and I are going to go to the ethnic supermarket as well, because I have not had buldak ramen in months and I miss it. So yes, fancy nerd, looking good. Thank you. OMG, I love the glasses. Thank you. Thank you so much, Zyphier. Growing vegetables on my apartment balcony. Ooh, fun. Also, Grant says hello. Carrie and I were visiting him last night at his show in Niagara. Aww. I'm so sad. I was invited to a thing for Roxley, and I'm not able to go. And I'm so sad because Grant's going and Danielle Standring's going, as well as a bunch of other people that I miss very much, that I wish I could have gone and hung out with them. But sadly, my freaking passport is expired, so it's mid-May, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get my passport like what is it called? Refreshed? That's not what it is. I don't think I'm going to get my new passport before then. Figured it was a good idea with the price of food these days. Yeah, for sure. That is very smart. I should probably do that. It's funny because I'm the board game garden, but I don't garden whatsoever. Anything you want me to bring? Ooh, I don't know. I haven't even thought about what I want to play. Maybe I should learn something. I'm not sure. We'll see. You're welcome to bring anything you want, Ryan. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. All right. Let's get into this game. We are going on a journey to eventually face off against Hellsang. So basically what's going to happen each round is this is my region, or the region that we're currently in. We are in the Jade Mountains. We are in region 1. Every turn, I'm going to deal out 4 cards to myself. We're going to put the region card on top, and then we are just going to slide this down to show the encounter. So this is either if we are going against a monster, which is going to be one of the 4 monsters here, or if we're going on one of the 4 different journeys at the bottom. So right here, we have a skull with a number 3. So we are actually going against number 3, this monster right here. It goes from left to right, top to bottom. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are going against number 3. This, what is that? Crane? I think it is a crane. They have a health of 9, initiative of 6, attack of 2, and shield of 2, and their element is blue. So we are avoiding blue. Apologies. I thought some of the peeps may be going to it in Kitchener. So Roxlier, Harry Potter dice throne confirmed. Or is it the new brass rumors? Don't spill the beans, Meg. It is actually for their party game. They're coming out with a party game called Excalibur, which I think has already been talked about already. But I think it is designed by Manny Tremblay. But anyways, these are the 4 cards that I am dealing with for this round. I do have 2 of my Mage cards that have some specific rules for them, which I will get into. But basically, we are creating a set of 3 cards, and these are going to determine the attack and initiative that I am going to be dealing to this enemy. So, like I said, we need to beat their initiative with a 5. So what I actually might do... Ooh, so we definitely don't want to have this one be our spell card or our boost card, because I will get negative to my initiative. Let me quickly check. When assigned to spell or boost, subtract X from your initiative. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see on their card. This is kind of the layout of a card. This is one of the more advanced Mage cards. So you guys can see here that they have an additional icon here, which the green highlighted cards are the cards that I kind of want to avoid using this card as, because I will get -3 to my initiative. Right here is going to be my initiative if I use this card for my element. We have the basic attack, which is 6 attack. We have the enhanced attack, which is actually a 7 boot, which basically an enhanced attack is if you use this card as your spell card and you enhance it with a matching element, so a blue card, that would then allow you to use the enhanced action. This here is your boost, so if I use this card as a boost, oopsie, this here is a boost, so if I use this card as a boost card, I will get +3 to either my initiative or my attack / movement. And then this down here is my shield, which this is how I'm going to soak up the damage from the monster. And then this here is the kind of cost to upgrade this card. So we're going to eventually get XP, and that XP is going to go towards upgrading cards. So these 2 here are going to have some additional things to them if I use them for certain things. So, short game of Twilight Imperium. Yeah, lol. Who else is going to Ragnarok? I am. Some people that went to Breakout Con, like Sonic Flash, etc. Ooh, is Graham coming to Ragnarok? I'm so happy to hear that. We should definitely play some games. All of the, actually I don't know if, I think Steph might be going. I think she said she's going to make the decision on Friday whether she wants to go or not, depending on how busy her work was. So possibly Steph. My friends Kat and Kyle are also going, I believe. Kat is for sure. I'm not 100% sure if Kyle's going. Who else is going? I think my friend Natalie is going as well. Board Gamer Girl. She sometimes comes into chat here as well. And for the most part, I think that's it. I don't think Aiden's coming. For some reason, he has something against conventions. He says he would rather just play at somebody's house, which, you know, somewhat agree, but it's also fun to go out and go into a fun environment. Even though, you know, going to your friend's house is a fun environment as well. I get it. Ooh, I'm bringing Tricarion, I think, for this one. I would love to play Tricarion again. My only thing is, like, I'm not a huge fan of playing ginormous games during conventions, just because it takes up a lot of the day. And I always like to play as many games as possible. Aiden is too busy with the Anachrony I sold him. Yeah, he was so pumped about that. He's really wanting to play it. I think we might play it next week, possibly, or the week after. All right, so let me quickly check this one here, which is Icebreaker. When assigned as the element card, add X to attack or move. If this is the reserve card, add Y instead. So it's going to add to your either initiative. No, it's going to add to your attack or your move. So +2 or +1. So maybe we should use this as the element, which is blue. No, we don't want to use that as our element. We are literally just wanting red, which really sucks because actually, no, we could do that. So if I use this, no, because this is I get plus if it's either my reserve card or my element card, which I want to use this as my spell card. So we're not going to get any additional things, but at least we would be able to hit them for 5. That is not good at all. We might have to just, oh shoot, this is bad. This is very bad. Because I don't want to use this card for either my spell or my boost. So I'm wanting to use this card either for element or reserve. So I could use this as my reserve. And then we could do this and then this, which we're not going to get anything additional for this card because we're using it as what it doesn't want to be. But I think that's okay. Let me see if I can zoom you guys in so you can better see what I'm doing here. Let me move you down. Okay. Please hold as I organize everything. Boop. Okay, so basically what I'm doing here is every single round you're going to create a set of 3. So you have your element card, you have your spell card, and you have your boost card. Technically in the rules, you are supposed to put your reserved card like this, but I prefer to just put my reserved card off to the side. Basically, a reserve card is just a card that it's going to bring over into the next round. So I'm going to reserve this one because that makes it so I don't have to minus. Because if I used this card as either my spell card or my boost card, I would get -3 to my initiative, which I do not want. So we're going to do this, which I still don't think I'm going to be able to get both things. Sadly, we were so close, but I don't think it's going to happen. Because also my Icebreaker card is wanting to either be used as a reserve or a element, but it's not. It's being used as a boost. So the most that I can get here is I have an initiative of 5, which they have an initiative of 6. So we're not going to be able to do that. We have an attack of 8. And then we have a boost of 2. So I can either apply that boost of 2 to my attack to get me to 10, or to my initiative to get me to an initiative of 7. But I can't split them up. That's ultimately what I would love to do, because I could put one of the 2 towards my initiative to get 6, and then one of the 2 towards my attack to get 9, but you can't do that. So we're gonna have to choose whether we want to get early damage or just basic damage, and it doesn't matter because he's gonna hit me for 2 either way. So I am going to, I'll just apply it to my initiative, I guess. So I do have an initiative of 7. So I do beat him in initiative, so they are not going to give me early damage. But unfortunately, I only got to 8 attack. So they are going to have 9 health. So they're still going to have 1 health left. So I'm not going to be able to fully kill them. But the nice thing about this game is that if you're able to get to at least half their health or more, you are going to be able to at least get the experience for it. So you're still able to kill them, but they are going to hit you once before you kill them. So I am just going to get damage of 2. So what you do here, I'm going to zoom you guys out a little bit. What we do here for damage and for XP is I am going to get 2 damage. We are going to look at the shields on all of these cards, and we are going to take 2 damage. So which card do I want to demote? I might do this one, which it has a 2 shield here. So I am going to downgrade that one to a 1. So we soaked up that 2 damage with that card. And then we got 5 XP from defeating this monster. So we get to upgrade some cards. So this one costs 3, this one costs 4, this one costs 3. Not great. What happens if I upgrade this one? It makes the less initiative slightly better. This one would get me more red damage. And then this one would get me more stuff here. I think I might upgrade my icebreaker. So I'm only using 3 of the 5, which is okay. I cannot upgrade this one here. You can't upgrade the same card that you used to soak up the damage, so I wasn't able to upgrade this one, but I did upgrade my icebreaker, and that is everything. So this card, Warrior's Wisdom, is going to be kept. We are going to take these 3 cards, and they're going to go to the back. Typically, with this game, I like to upgrade the card that I reserved, but I didn't do that this time. Is it just me, or is the stream really quiet? Is the stream quiet? Please let me know. I can move my my mic a little bit closer. Is that better? Please let me know. Please let me know if that's better. My awful British accent's coming out. All right, let me zoom all the way out again so we can see everything. This is the card that I have brought over to the next round. We are going to then take 3 more cards. We're going to push this down, and we are going on a journey. So right here we have a mountain with a 1, which means we are going to go on the furthest left journey here, which requires 12 boots. Oh boy. Specifically, if I got them to be yellow boots, then I would be able to add the boost from my reserved card. Sadly, I cannot do that because we do not have any yellow boots available. So my best bet is probably going to be to use this. Which is not good because it's going to take... Oh, but that's fine. Because initiative doesn't matter when you go on journeys. So, doesn't even matter that it's going to -3 for my initiative because it does not matter in journeys. So, currently right now we have 7 boot. That's not great. That's not great because... I'm going to have to lose time, I think. Basically, when it comes to journeys, instead of soaking up damage with your cards, if you are unable to get to the amount on here, which this is 12, if you're unable to get to that, again, if you can get to at least half, you still get the XP, but you do have to lose time. And the way that you're going to lose time is you're going to discard cards from your deck. Because the way that the game works, the cards are the timing in the game. So once I get through all of my mage cards, during this round, we're going to move on to then region 2. Once all the cards are depleted from that round, we'll move on to 3. No, Jenna is loud. Am I loud? Maybe it's just you, Zypher. Maybe it's your computer. I don't know. Okay. So, sadly, I think we are going to have to lose some time. Because the most that I can get to is 7. Yeah, the most that I can get to is 7. And then I can use one of these 2 cards to get to 9 or 8. Either or is fine. I think I'm going to hold on to Rain of Blood. And then I'm going to use Burning Bridges for my boost, which doesn't even matter how much of a boost I get because I'm still at least half. I am 7, 8, 9. I needed 12, but that's fine. So I do get the experience, but unfortunately I do have to discard 2 times. So basically you just take them from here. And I'm not 100% sure if you take the one that you're currently doing. I think you do. So we're just going to discard 2 cards. Those are going to go to the back of the deck. And then we get 5 XP. So the nice thing about journeys is that none of your cards are going to get downgraded. But you do have to discard those time. Probably is. I can turn you, I can't turn you up anymore. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So I have, oh my goodness, words. I have 5 experience to spend. The only thing here is none of these are going to take 5. This one takes 4. And that would get me to the other side here, level 3. We got 7 boots as opposed to 5 boots. This one here takes 3 to upgrade. That would just get me less negative, but it gets me to 10 blue boots, which is pretty good. This one here gets me from 5 to 9 attack. Purple. That's pretty good. I might actually do that one. Or this one here goes from 8 to 11. Oh, snap. I think I might upgrade Rain of Blood, because that is my reserve card. So I'll be able to have that available to me on my next turn. These 3 here are going to go to the back of the deck. And then we are going to deal 1, 2, 3 cards back to me. Oh, that sucks. I'm not going to have any red to activate that. I don't have any red cards. We're going to bring this down. Of course. We are going against enemy number 2, which is 1, 2. We're going against this monkey that needs... Oh, that is very unfortunate. This red monkey needs 11. Poop. That's not gonna happen. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Why didn't you just give me a red card? I'm sad. So I won't get negative to my initiative if I keep this. So I'm going to have that as my reserve card. To be honest with you, I'm kind of tempted to divert. Basically, diverting is that you can discard the current encounter card, but you do have to discard one of the cards from your hand. So you have one less card to work with. But how many cards do I have left here? I have 4 cards left, so I do not want to do that, or this is going to be my last round of Region 1, which is not good. So let's see if we can at least get to half. So that's going to be 6. It's half rounded up. Tuning in from Monterey Bay Area, California. Marty, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out. All right. So I think my only option here is if this is either my reserve card or my element card, I would get plus to my attacks, but unfortunately that's not happening. So I think I'm going to do this. No. We're going to do this because your element card is going to be the card that gives you your initiative, which if I use this yellow card as my element card, it gives me 5 initiative as opposed to their 4. So at least we're not getting any early damage. And then this is going to be 6 damage. 6 because of the element here. And then Rain of Blood is going to be our boost, which is going to be 2. So we don't need to boost our initiative because we're already higher than the enemy. We have 6 attack plus 2 boost, so we have 8 attack. Sadly, that is not enough to avoid their attack, so they're going to attack us for 2. So we are going to have to downgrade one of our cards. We have to absorb 2 damage. Ugh. I don't want to downgrade that one. That one's pretty good. I think I might downgrade this one. Oh, but that is my reserve card. Ugh, that's not good at all. Maybe I don't do that. All 3... No, this one is 2. This one can absorb 3. This one can absorb 3. I don't want to downgrade this one because it's already at a 3. Do I downgrade this one? Now the nice thing is that I will have 7 XP. So I think I am going to downgrade this one. I'm not going to be able to apply any XP to that one. But I am going to use my 7 XP to upgrade both of these. Because this one costs 4, this one costs 3. So we're going to upgrade this one, and then we're going to upgrade this one. So my Rain of Blood is now a 4. My Swirling Blades is now a 3. Fleet-Footed is now a 1. And then my Grit is still a 2. All right, so those ones go to the back of the deck. I have this one reserved, which is honestly not that great. And then we get 1, 2, 3. We still have 1 card remaining, which is good because that's going to be used as our encounter card. If there was no more cards and I couldn't create an encounter card, that would be at the end of the round. So we do have a card here for the encounter. So this is going to be the last round of Region 1. We are going on a journey, which actually this is looking pretty good. Journey number 4 is purple. We do have some purple here. We also have this guy here, which... no, that's okay. That's okay. So I am going to use the grit card as my spell card. It is going to -3 for my initiative, but again, journey doesn't count for initiative. So, or initiative doesn't count for journey. So this is going to give me 6 boot. If I am able to match the color of the journey, so this journey is purple. If you are able to match the color, your reserve card is also going to be able to be added. So the boost on your journey card is going to be able to be added. So that is fantastic. I am going to use this purple card for my element. So then we have 6 boot. And then honestly, I will choose this as my reserve. Doesn't even matter because it's going to get discarded anyways because we're going into the next region. So I have actually hit the perfect amount, which is 10, because we have purple as our element to make my enhanced action a 6. So we have 6 plus my boost here, which is 8, plus because we matched the purple, we have another 2 here for 10. So we have 10 walking or movement points MP. So I am going to avoid discarding that time, which doesn't even matter because it's the last round anyways. But we are going to get 3 XP, so we are going to be able to upgrade one of these cards. All of them are 3 aside from this one, so I can't upgrade this one. Which one do I want to upgrade? What element is the dragon we're going against? That's my question. Purple. So as of right now, we're kind of trying to avoid upgrading purple attack cards for the most part. Just because he's going to be able to defend against purple. So, do I either want to upgrade my grit card? No, because that's purple. I could upgrade Rain of Blood, which would get me to 11 attack. Or I could upgrade Frostfire Wall. That would get me to 7. But a boost of 6, that's pretty good. Or boost of 4. I think I'm going to upgrade my Frostfire Wall for 3 XP. There we go. So then all 4 of these are going to go to the back here. Because we are unable to get to 4 cards, that is the end of Region 1. So we're going to flip that over. We're going to be going into Region 2, which there is a mistake on this card. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see. Basically, the XP on this card, all of them are 9. They are not supposed to be 9. So let me quickly check. I do have my email threads here. And Andrew did send it to me. So the XPs are actually supposed to be 4, 7, 5, 4. So I need to remember that. 4, 7, 5, 4. All right. So then we have those 2 cards still at the bottom. You're going to reshuffle all of your mage cards, which you have to keep them right side up. Make sure you don't turn any over or anything because they are currently upgraded to the specific numbers. So we're going to shuffle those up carefully. All of my cards that I have unfortunately not really upgraded very well. All right. And then again, we're going to put Region 2 right on top. We're going to put this on the bottom. And then that is second round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. I have 3 of the 4 Voltac cards. All right, we're going on a journey. We're going on journey number 1, which is we need 10 boots. There is also an icon on this journey, which again, they have this little reference card here with all the icons. That is treacherous. If you fail to attain complete victory, suffer 1 damage. Oh boy. Oh no. We are definitely not going to be able to do this. Because the only card that I have is this one here. I need to get to 10. And I don't have any purple. Oh, shoot. I think I might have to divert. Because this is insane. And I don't want to have to downgrade one of my cards for a journey. Shall we divert? I think we shall. So I am going to divert. That means that we are going to discard the current encounter card to the back. And then it is again another journey, which is not good. Because the only card that we have is this one. We need to get to 9. We might be able to do it. The only thing is this one also has an icon, and that icon is steep. It says increase the journey's MP, so movement points, by your reserve card's boost. Which all of my boosts are very high. So I don't think this is going to happen. At least we don't get damaged though. We might have to go back or like lose some time, but that's pretty much it. We do still have to, unfortunately. Oh, you know what? Because I'm discarding a card, I'm not going to have a reserve card. Joke's on you, Journey. So I think I am going to, if this is a reserve card, or the element card, +3. It's the same as this one, but this one has a less boost. So I think I'm going to discard my Swirling Blades card. That's going to go to the back here. So we have 3 cards, which means I'm not going to have a reserve card, which is totally fine. So we are trying to get to 9. This is going to be my spell card, which again is going to minus from my, oh shoot. This one I want to be my element card, which is okay. The elements do not match, but it's fine. I'm still going to get the basic one here. So that's going to be 4 movement points. Because this one is my element card, I get an additional 3. So that's 7. And then this is going to be my boost for another 4. So I have 11. Woohoo! That's awesome. Hello, Reggie. How are you? Just saw Bonds trying this yesterday. Palm games be cool. They are really cool. I appreciate this one can also be played on the table as well. If you guys are wondering how you would play this, like Palm, you would just be holding this, like this, and then you can just decide which way you want things to be, which I think we have decided that it is this, this, and then this. So I have 6 plus 3 is, no, we have 4 plus 3, which is 7 plus 4, so we have 11. So that is enough to get me through my journey. This is the last one, which is going to give me 4 XP. We don't have a reserve card, so the steep penalty action here, or peril, does not affect me. So we don't have to discard anything. We just get 4 XP. So we're going to see what we want to upgrade. Both of these are level 3s, so I could, whoopsie, I would actually flip them over. So I could upgrade one of these. They would both just get me to almost the exact same thing. This one has a slightly better initiative when I upgrade it. Or I could upgrade my grit, which I don't really want to upgrade my grit, to be honest. I think I'm going to upgrade my frost firewall. So that's going to go to a 4. Perfect. All 3 of these are going to go to the back. Because I don't have a reserve card, I get 1, 2, 3, and 4. We still have quite a few cards left, so we are good. We're going to put this down. We are going on another flippin' journey. We're going on journey number 3, which needs 11 boots. Oh boy. I don't think that's gonna happen. My only boots that I have is this one here, which is going to be 5 boots. I think we might have to... Oh, that is so bad. Oh, that's not good at all. I'm gonna have to lose 3 time. Shoot. Because this is only gonna get me to 5 boots. And if I use this as my boost, that would get me to 8. And because we are able to match the colors, I'd be able to use this for my boost as well, which is another 1. So I have 5 plus 3, 8 plus 1, 9. So I'm only able to get to 9 movement points, sadly. There's no other way for me to do this. I could divert, but I don't know if I want to divert. April is closed drafting, right? Yes, it is. I've been playing Stone Spine, It's a Wonderful World, and Draftosaurus in Solidarity. Amazing. Rolling Reggie, that's awesome. I need to play one. I need to play... There's actually a few that I really want to play. I want to play Kavango solo. I'd love to play that within the next week, before the end of the month. And I would love to play Stone Spine Architects. Honestly, I haven't played that one solo yet. I've only played it multiplayer. I would love to play... What other closed drafting games do I have? Planted is really fun. There's like a fan-made solo mode for Planted. It's very chill. Love that one. Ooh, I have been playing a ton of Come Sail Away, which is not really closed drafting solo, but I feel like a lot of closed drafting games, the solo modes don't actually implement closed drafting too much. Okay. So let me really think about this. If I decide to divert, that would get me, because I would have to discard this card, and then I would have to discard my reserve card, or one of the cards, which would lose me 2 time. I think it's going to be the same. Because then on the next round, I'm not going to have a reserve card, so I'm going to have to get an additional card. You know what? I am going to divert. I'm going to do it. I feel like if I can get a monster in this situation, it'll be a lot better. Even though I don't even have... Like, I have a 14 attack and an 8 attack, but those both need a red card, which I have no red card. I could get to a 7 with just the basic, but am I going to be able to get to... I don't know. If I discard 3 cards, am I going to have enough? I'll have enough for 1 more round. If I divert, this will get taken away. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have 1 additional card if I divert. But that's not going to make a difference because I'm still not going to have enough. You know what? I'm just gonna deal with it. So we got to 9 movement. because I was able to match the color, I got 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Which means I have to discard 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Basically, time's going by. Time's a ticking. And I get 5 experience points. So, 5 experience points. This one cannot be upgraded. I am going to upgrade my fleet-footed to a 2, because that is 2 experience that is needed. And then which one of these 2 do I upgrade? I think I'm going to upgrade my Rain of Blood. This is a purple, and I don't really want to upgrade purple cards too much. So I am going to upgrade my Rain of Blood from a 2 to a 3. That cost me 3. So that is good. This is actually going to be my reserve card as well, so I'm going to have that. These are going to the back, and we get 1, 2, 3 more cards. Thankfully, we have 1 card for the encounter, which is going to be a monster. We love to see it. Which is going to be number 1. This is a little... see if you guys can see that. He's like a little gnome. He's strong against purple, which is not great. This is not great, but it's fine. Oopsie. We have these cards here. I need to get to a 9 in order to defeat him. An initiative of 6 or more. Which actually, I think I might do that. So I'm going to do this as my element, because this is a 6 initiative. I'm going to just use my Rain of Blood, because that gets me to a 6. And then I'm going to use this. Ha ha ha, we did it. All right. He is strong against purple, but we are not attacking him with an enhanced purple. If, for example, I did this, this would be an enhanced purple. He would actually add, or he would -1 from the total that I was hitting him because he's strong against purple. But because I am hitting him with just a basic attack, I'm not actually using the element because the element doesn't match. So I'm just hitting him with a basic attack, which is 6, plus 3, which is 9. That is exactly what we need in order to defeat him. And then we also need an initiative of 6, which we have exactly that as well. Shoot, he has an icon. What is this icon? Ranged. To block early damage, you must discard your reserve card, which I am fine with that. Yes, I'm fine with that because there's not another round anyways. So I'm going to discard my, oopsie. I'm discarding my reserve card. We are hitting him for 6, 7, 8, 9. Done. Initiative of 6. Done. So we don't take any damage. And we can upgrade our cards. We have 5, which both of these require 4. This one requires 3. This is River Swiftness. This one I can upgrade to a 3. That would give me a 9 boot and 8 initiative. That's insane. I think I'm okay with that. Or we could upgrade the Rain of Blood to a 4. I think I'm going to upgrade my River Swiftness to a 3. All right, so that's everything here. I played Shipwright's Redux for the first time last night. I love it. That is another one I need to play. I did a live stream of that one a while ago and loved it, and I haven't played it since. So that's another one that I need to play. But yeah, I wish I had transportation to go to Ragnarok. I could have brought Apothebakery. Oh, Kim, I want to play that so bad. The train is so awful. Yeah, I totally get it though. That's hard. I was watching playthroughs of Let's Go to Japan, going with the closed drafting theme, and I hope to get that one played before the end of the month. That's another one I want to play, because I got fancy upgraded components for it, and I really want to play with them. Okay. That is everything for this round. We don't have enough to do another round, so that is going to get discarded. We are done with... I did this correct, right? Yeah, it was only for the journeys that they changed the numbers. Region number 2 is done. We are on to region number 3, which, yes, things progressively get harder, so wish me luck. Dragon Hellsang is going to stay at the back. We are going on to region number 3. We're going to shuffle all these cards. Be super careful when you're shuffling. I was not careful there. Oh no. I am pretty sure Icebreaker was not on 1. Shoot. I'm pretty sure Icebreaker was on 3. Unless the other blue card. Yeah, maybe it was on 2. Shoot. I'm just gonna do 3. Make it easier for myself. I want to be nice to myself today, okay? Again, be very, very careful when you're shuffling your cards, because you want to make sure that all of them stay at the level that you put them at. So hopefully, I didn't mess that up. I'm pretty sure it definitely wasn't on 4, but I don't think it was on 2. So we're just gonna do 3. Jenna, did you get your Expeditions expansion? I did, Brian. I was actually gonna send you a picture. Let me send you the picture of it. I don't know why I feel the need to send you the picture, but I am gonna send you the picture because I took it, because when I got it, I ordered it along with Tokaido, which I'm very excited to play Tokaido, the new version from Stonemaier. But yeah, I was so excited about it, and I'm like, I need to take a picture so I can like send it to Brian to let him know. I put it in the box and everything. There we go. I sent you the picture, Brian. Very excited. Appreciate you. Let me open this back up so I have my rules. Okay. So we are moving on to region number 3. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, just a bunch of purple cards, but no enhanced purple. That's great. All right, we're going on a journey. We're going on a journey. This journey is journey number 3, which it is 10 red boots, and it is treacherous. So if you fail to attain complete victory, suffer 1 damage. Which I think we should be okay, because I do have a yellow boot here. Even though the yellow doesn't match the red of this journey, I still can complete it. It's just I don't get the extra boost from my reserve card. So 9 boot. I only need to get to 10, so I can just do 2 boost to get to 11. So that is complete victory. My River Swiftness is going to go off to the side, and that is going to be my reserve card. And that is it. I have had complete victory. I get 5 experience, and I don't have to lose any time. Beautiful. So here, we now get 5 experience. This one costs 5 to upgrade it to my level 4. And all 3 of these costs 4. This one would get me to 11 yellow boots. This one would get me to 9 blue boots, but 8 initiative, 3 boost. What's the boost on this one? 6 initiative, 4 boost. That's pretty good. Both of these are 2, so I kind of want to upgrade one of those. My Rain of Blood, I could upgrade it to a 4. That's pretty nice. Ultimately, it would be nice to upgrade this one to the 4 so I can get the full 5 XP out of it. But I do think that I need to upgrade one of these two. So, what one gets me more boost? I think I'm going to upgrade Fleet-Footed. There we go. So that's that. The solo mode for Takedo. I just full on bought a whole new Takedo because I'm going to admit to you guys that I did not like the size of the initial or original Takedo. The box is ginormous. It actually is kind of I think it's the same size as Crafting the Cosmos, which that one is ginormous. And I just don't like oversized boxes. They're not like thicker, they're like just bigger squares, which I just don't like. So yeah, I bought the whole new version of Takedo. The box is smaller, which it really doesn't need to be that big of a box. It also just includes the solo mode, which is awesome. I'm very excited to play the solo mode. Show us, was it the fancy version? Is there a fancy version of Takedo? Or do you mean the fancy version of Expeditions? The expansion. I don't buy fancy versions of things. I buy the affordable version of things. Board Game Garden. We will just have to plan a game day sometime. You can come down with Graham. I would love that. We should definitely do that. Sometime during the summer or something. Hey, just hopped on. I love your channel. Thanks for all the work you put in. Aw, Laura, thank you so much. Thank you so much for popping in and saying that. I appreciate it. That just made my day. It makes all of this worth it, even though like playing board games is very fun, but it is a lot of work and I appreciate that. Ooh, I want to play Takedo. I've never played. It is very fun. It's a very like chill game. It's not like super strategic and like insane. It's just a very chill, you're going along this path, you're gathering souvenirs and food and like having encounters with the different townsfolk, and it's just very nice. Takedo is such a cozy game. We have all the original. Didn't realize the new version was smaller. Yeah, so it's a smaller box. It has pretty much all the identical components. And then I do believe that Jamie said that he is coming out with all of the expansion content for it as well. Because I do have one of the expansions in the original box. I did get, though, the metal coins, which technically I don't think they were actually Takedo metal coins. I think they were just like that style, like Asian style coin. I think Francis' dad got them off of Amazon or something like that. But they're very pretty. Brian, thank you so much. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Lots of awesome people getting some memberships in the chat. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you. Okay, so we are moving on to the next round of Region 3, which my river swiftness, English is hard, is getting brought over. And then we get 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. We have a nice level 1 motivated flight, level 2 fleet-footed, and level 4 rain of blood. Bah, bah, bah. Let's hope we get a fight. Ugh, no. We have journey number 1. We're going on a lot of freaking journeys here, people. This is not good. I might have to divert this, because we need 14 movement points. I guess I have 9. This does not match the color, so I'm not going to be able to get another boost. Oh, also, this is treacherous. No, it's not. It's steep. This is increase the journey's MP by your reserve card's boost. I do not want that. I do not want that at all. Because if that's the case, then this would be my situation. I would have 9 plus 3, which is 12. And then the boost here would increase this from a 14 to a 15. So I would need 3 more boost somehow. And that's not going to happen. So I think I might discard one of these two. Probably this one. And divert. I'm doing it. I'm diverting. Discard that. Discard this. And then, what are we going up against? Please, not a freaking journey. I want to fight a monster. Yeah, baby. Oh, shoot, though. It's red. So we have enemy number 3, which 1, 2, 3 is going to be this 2-headed zombie. That guy right here. Terrifying. 2-headed zombie. He does have an icon, which is poison. Ugh. When you suffer damage, you also suffer 1 damage next hand. That sucks. That sucks a lot. That really does suck a lot. Okay, so we need to get to 11, which actually we're going to be able to do this. My only thing is... So I'm going to be able to get to 14. He's going to be able to block 2 of those, so it's actually going to be a 12. That still is enough. We might have to do this differently. Because I need to get to 8. Or I need to get to 9 initiative, which that is not happening. Shoot. No. I think I might have to... Oh, that sucks. I've never actually had to destroy any cards in this game, but I think I might have to destroy a card. I wanted the original painted mini Takedo edition. Should have bought it when I had its when it had its Kickstarter years ago. I did not know you could get a painted version. I like upgraded components for things. I usually splurge for it if it's not crazy expensive. Yeah, I feel like I do love deluxe components, don't get me wrong, but if it's gonna cost me a lot more in order to get deluxe, like, I would just prefer to save the money and not get deluxe, but I do love it. And I'm very jealous of anybody that has a bunch of deluxe games. Okay, so I think I might have to get damage, sadly. And because he has poison, I'm also going to get damage next round as well, which really sucks. Because I don't want to divert anymore. So this is just my situation. Because even if I use this for my element, because this would give me 8, this would be 7, because it doesn't match. Dang it. I think either way, I'm either going to get early damage or I'm going to get their basic damage. So I think I'm just going to do this. Because this would get me to... Yeah, I think that's all I can do. So I'm only going to have 4 initiative to their 9 initiative. So they are going to hit me for early damage. And because they do have the poison symbol, if I suffer damage, I also suffer 1 damage next hand. So I am going to have to remember that. But I did get to 14 plus 3. So I got to 17. Minus 2 because of their 2 shield on red. So 15, still going to defeat them. So I just get early damage, which is 2 And I'm going to have to... This is when I said I have to destroy. I am going to have to destroy this card, which this is a level 1. So if I decide to soak up my damage with this card, because it's a level 1, I'm going to have to discard it from the game. Because it can't go any lower than 1. And I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to discard my Motivated Flight from the game to soak up the damage. And then I have 7. So I guess the only thing that I can do here is I'm going to upgrade my River Swiftness to a 4. This one's already at the full 4, so I can't upgrade it anymore. So both of them are fully upgraded to a 4, which is awesome. Those are going to go to the back. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide this down. We are fighting monster number 4, which is not horrible. They have an initiative of 7 and a health of 9. Oh, shoot. I think that's okay. I do not want to use this as my spell card or my boost card. So I could use this one. Oh, he also has an icon. He's ranged. To block early damage, you must discard your reserve card. So I could just discard my grit card. And then I need to get... No! Oh, that's not gonna happen. Shoot! No! This is the worst. Dang it. What boosts do I have here? I can only get to a maximum of 6. Shoot. This is hard, guys. This is getting hard. How many cards do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards left. So in order for me to go on and have one more round, I can't divert. All right. What is this again? To block early damage, you must discard your reserve card. Okay, well, the only way that I can avoid early damage is to have this as my element card, because this has a initiative of 7. They have an initiative of 7 as well. So this is red. So then this is not going to match, so I'm only going to be able to get a 3. Basic attack of 3. I could... No, because if I use my grit card as my spell card, it's going to -3 for my initiative, so I can't do that. So we have initiative of 7. We have an attack of 3 +2 for this card. So that's literally going to be 5. Which then he's just going to attack me, which I guess is fine. And then in order to avoid early damage, I have to discard this card, which actually I don't want to do that. Shoot. To avoid early damage. So that means that I'm going to get early damage whether I like it or not, because I don't want to discard this. So it doesn't matter that my initiative is the same as theirs. So what we can do is we can actually just do this, because it doesn't matter. My initiative is going to be 1, but I'm not discarding this, so I'm going to get early damage whether I like it or not. Also, I need to remember that I get 1 additional damage at the end of this round because of the poison. And then this is going to add another 3 for my boost. So I will actually get to the 9 that I wanted to defend the basic attack. So we are going to get early damage. So we're going to get hit for 2, which is okay. But then we also get another damage from the poison from last round. So I have to absorb 3 damage, which really, really sucks. This one can absorb 1. Oh, this is not good at all. So my burning bridges is now... You know what? Could I do that? I could just downgrade my Frostfire wall from a 4 to a 3 to absorb that damage. And then eventually, maybe on the next region, the last region, I can upgrade it again. I don't know. Hello, Matthew. Hey, Jenna Rose. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. How are you? How's it going? It's been a while since I have live streamed because I've been sick for so long. I'm still like a little bit sick, but it's not anything crazy. A lot better than I was before. So, yeah. How's it going for you? Okay, so I've downgraded Frostfire Wall. I've absorbed with that card. Instead of downgrading 2 cards, I figured it would be better to downgrade 1 high-level card. And then maybe I can upgrade it again. And then, because I defeated this monster, I get 5. 5 upgrade power. I could upgrade Burning Bridges to 3. I think I'm going to do that. Upgrade Burning Bridges to 3. Grit, I'm keeping. All 3 of these are going to the back of the deck. I get 3 more cards. 1, 2, and 3. I have 1 card left to be the encounter card, which we are doing another fight, which is... Oh boy. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. So this monster here is going to require 17 attack. They have a health of 17, an initiative of 5, which is not horrible, but they are strong against purple, and they're going to hit me for 3. So I think I should be okay with the, whatever it's called, the initiative. But as for the attack, I think, yeah, this is not good. All of the cards that I have here are 2s or 3s. Not good at all. At least if I'm able to get to half rounded up, which is going to be 9, I think. What's half of 17? I forget. 8.5? So 9? I think I'm right. Math is hard. What is happening? Not so much poison here. I'm out. Okay. So I need to get to 9. This is not going to go well. So I need to get to at least initiative of 5, which this card here is initiative of 5. If I use this as my element card, which I am going to, I am going to get +3 to my attack. So that's good. We are going to do This one I can't have as my spell card. This one I don't want as my spell card. Shoot! So I have to use this one as my spell card. I think I'm screwed in this situation, guys. $7.5. My calculator is crazy. Is it 7.5? 7 plus 7 is 14. That would only get you to 15. I think it's 8.5. Because 16 plus half and half, that would be 17. Yeah, it's 18. Or 8.5. I think that's probably why you said my calculator is crazy. Okay, so I'm screwed over either way. But I guess I could apply my boost. No, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to get hit for 6. Oh, that really sucks. Oh, that sucks a lot. I don't think things are going to be well when I go to my dragon. These cards make it so difficult. I guess I probably should have played the base game more. I think I've played the base game like 4 times, maybe 3 or 4 times. So, yeah. I probably should have stuck with that. Okay. So if I use this card as my element card, we can get +3 to my attack number. We are trying to get to 9 attack. Must have been a Temu calculator. But not a real Temu. That's cruel. If I had $1 million. Okay. This here, I will probably use as my boost card because it gives me a boost of 3. So sadly, I do think that I'm going to be hit with early damage. But I think I should be able to avoid actually getting hit by their actual attack. So if I use this card as my element card, shoot. I actually don't want that. What if I use this card as my reserve card? I can use this card for my element card. I'm literally using both of these cards for the thing that they don't want you to use it for. But it's fine because my initiative's just going to be 0. I'm just accepting it. We're going to get early damage. My initiative will be 0. But my basic attack will be 6 plus 1 because I'm using this as my reserve card. So it'll be 7, 8, 9, 10. So that'll get me to at least half of their damage. They're still gonna hit me. They're gonna hit me for early damage and other damage. Oh no, this is not good. I think that's okay though. Is it okay, Jenna? Is it okay? That sucks. Okay. So we're getting hit for 6 because we're getting early damage and we're getting the main attack. Ooh. So we're gonna get hit by 6, which I can just downgrade these 2 cards. A 2 and then a 1. And then I have 9 XP, which sadly I can only use 6 because I can't upgrade either of these. So I'm going to have to use 6 to upgrade both of these to a 3. And then these are going away. Oh, that was painful. Okay, and then we are on to region number 4. Last region, people. I have level 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2. That's okay. Let's just hope I don't mess this up. Gotta be really careful, again, when you shuffle it. I think I'm just like a crazy shuffler when I shuffle. Because, like, it's pretty often when I shuffle that, like, cards will go flying. So I have to be really careful when I shuffle. Is it over where my eyes were closed? It is not over. We have one more region to go. Basically, in the game, you are going through 4 different regions, playing through all of your mage cards, so your 16 cards, either fighting enemies or going on journeys. And then once you've completed your 4th region, which is what we're going into now, you will then go into the final battle, which is against the dragon that you choose. So we are going against Helsang, the Undying, which he is strong against blue and purple. He has an initiative of 12. We'll see how it goes. Do you guys like my little braid? I've noticed that it is just been hanging. It likes to like fall out from behind my ear. Okay. I think I've shuffled enough. Just really hoping all of my those specific mage cards get separated a little bit. Because I've found that my Voltac cards have been together, which really sucks when they're together. Okay. Helsang is at the back. Once we've gotten through all of these, that'll be the end of our regions, and we're going to go into the final battle. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of these cards are level 2. Great. We are fighting monster number 1, which they are strong against purple. We need to get to 13 in order to beat them. An initiative of 8. And they're strong against both purple and blue. Okay. All of this sucks. Okay. So, if I use this card here as either my reserve card or my element card, which I'm not wanting to do that, then I could add 2. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go here. So it is my spell card. We currently have an initiative of 3. But we do have an attack of 6. Oh my gosh. This is not good, guys. This is not good at all. I think I'm going to lose this game. I've underestimated how difficult these mages are. Can you think of any games that this is similar to or pretty unique? It is pretty unique. There's like a different puzzle that you're doing every single round with these cards. There is, I'm trying to think of like general gameplay, what it would be similar to, but it is really unique. I am also strong against blue and purple. I don't know if you've ever played any of like the Palm kind of games. Like I don't know if you've ever played Palm Island, but it has like a similar feel to that, but it is very different because that one is very chill. You're just surviving on an island, whereas this one you're going on journeys and attacking enemies. Has a general feel of that. There's also one that I recently played called, what is it called? Kingdom Legacy. which this one has a little bit of a similar feel to that, where each round you have a certain amount of cards out in front of you and you're using those cards in order to successfully get things or beat things. So yeah, probably those ones for sure. I got it from my mom. I like the stats on the cards. I do really like the look of the cards. So this was a game that was actually a print and play before. It is by the same designer as Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs. And he came out with this as a print and play in 2022. And then Chip Theory has picked it up and they're actually making like a physical version of it now. So, okay. So I think this round is a dead one. For sure. I'm going to have to probably take early damage as well as full damage or base damage. He is poison, so when I suffer damage, I will also suffer damage on the next round. This is not good. No problem, Laura. Okay, so my best option here, if I'm able to get to at least 8, which I could, the only thing is that if I don't get to at least half of their health, I'm not going to be able to get my experience, which that's really helpful. So is it worth it to just, I don't care about initiative, and then just get to at least half of their damage in order to then get the experience? Because if I get hit twice, it'll be 2 and 2. So I will have to absorb 4 damage, which I could just downgrade some of these. I would have to downgrade 2 of them, and then I could upgrade 2 of them. I think that's my best bet, to be honest with you. Okay. So, I guess in that situation then, my best bet here is to use my best option for attack, which is going to be this one here, because I'll be able to attack for 6. Half of 13 is 6.5, so I have to get to 7 damage, which I could use this with this for my element. And then I can do that, and then this for my boost. So I was actually very close to getting to their initiative, which was, oh, could I do that? No, because I could get to their initiative, but then my attack would only be 6, and I need to get to 7 attack. That really sucks. Okay, so my initiative is not going to get to theirs. My initiative is going to be 5, and then I have an attack of 6, 7, 8, 9. And this doesn't add anything unless it is my element card or my reserve card. Which actually, could I... What if I swap these? Because if I have this as my reserve card, I can add another 1 to something. Nah, that's not gonna work. You crazy, Jenna? You crazy? Okay. So, initiative of 5, so I am gonna get early damage, so I get 2 attack there, but then I am gonna get to 6, 7, 8, 9, which is more than half, so I'm gonna get hit again, but at least I get my 7 experience. So, like I said, I am going to downgrade 2 of them, which I'm gonna have 7 experience, so I should downgrade maybe these 2. These will both get downgraded to a 1, And then I have these two here, which are going to cost 7 to upgrade. So I'm going to upgrade both of these to a 3. Good. So then this one is now my reserve card. These are going to go to the back. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Oh boy. Okay. So I am now attacking 3. Monster number 3. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be this guy, which he's going to have... Oh gosh. Let's see. Can you guys see this? So number 3 here, he has a health of 14, an initiative of 8, and then his attack number is 4. So he's going to attack me for 4, both for early damage and for base damage if I'm unable to get both of those. And then he also does have a icon, which is freeze. When you suffer early damage, discard your reserve card. So hopefully I do not suffer early damage. Okay. So I do thankfully, these are all pretty strong cards. This one will -2 from my initiative, which is not great if I use it. If I use this one as my reserve card or my element card. So I could use this for my element card. So if I do that, that'll add 3. This is not good. This is not good. Why am I so bad at this game? Okay. What if I do this? This is going to -2 from my initiative, but it does start at 9. So it'll be 9 -2, so it'll be 7. If I use this as my reserve card, that'll add 1 to my attack. So it'll get me to 10. 10 attack. So that's at least half of my attack. And then this will add to my initiative. So at least we avoid having to discard this card. But we are still going to get hit once. Jenna just needs to say actually while pushing her glasses up with one finger, the true technique. Actually? Actually? I can do that too. Is that the secret? Yeah. If you do that, you automatically are right in anything that you say. Okay, so in the situation that I have here, I am avoiding early damage because I have an initiative of 9. They have an initiative of 8. I have an attack of 10, so that is half. So I at least get the experience, but I am going to get attacked for 4. Ugh. Okay, so I get attacked for 4, but I am going to get 8, whatever it's called. So 8. 8, 8, 8. So I could... I'm going to get attacked for 4. It is yellow attack, so I can't... I don't know if you guys have noticed, but some of the shields are colored. If the enemy's attack is the same color as your shield actually absorbs double. So if this monster was attacking me with blue attack or blue element, this shield is blue, I would be able to absorb double this. So I would actually absorb 10 damage, which is insane. but, which actually, what color damage does the monster do? The monster does purple damage. So it actually would be nice to have some purple, whatever it's called, shields. But that's not happening. Okay, so I have to downgrade. I think I might downgrade River Swiftness. Oh, that really sucks. I don't know if I want to do that. It goes from 9 to 8, so it's not horrible. So I'm going to downgrade River Swiftness to level 3. And then I have 8 experience, so I am going to be able to upgrade both of these to a 4. Because this costs 4, this costs 4. We're going to flip those over, which is awesome. This is my reserve card, Icebreaker. And then we have a 3, a 4, and a 3 go into the back. Which, as of right now, for our final deck, we have a 1, a 3, another 1, a 3, a 4, and a 3. This is not good. This is not good at all. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is a stronger hand as well. We have a lot of attack. So, hopefully we don't get a journey. Thank goodness. We are attacking monster number 1, which is this wizard here. He does have poison, which again, if I suffer damage... Oh shoot, did I do that one? No, I think I did suffer it the last time that I wasn't able to defeat him. Actually, I am completely wrong. I think the trick is to say snoise. Word. Okay, so we have to get to an initiative of 8. Ooh, not great. Can I use this as... If I use this as my reserve card, I get +2. We definitely can't get to an initiative of 8. Unless I use this card instead as my boost. Because it's a boost of 5. Ooh, okay. I think I should be okay. So... I have to get to 13 damage, which this here is already... I'm literally going to be 1 short. Are you freaking kidding me? That freaking sucks. No, that makes me so sad. Because this gets me to 14. It sucks that this one only has an initiative of 2. Oh, that really sucks. Okay, so I've gotten to an attack of 14 because I was able to match the element. And then, if I use a boost, this will add 5 to either my attack or my initiative. Which, I'm obviously going to do it to my initiative. And that's only going to get me to an initiative of 7, which the monster is an initiative of 8. So I'm not going to avoid early damage. I'm going to hold over this card for the next round. Because if I do this... This will allow me, as the reserve card, to add 2. So again, I would be at 2, plus 2, plus 2. So I'd only be at an initiative of 6. But I think it's actually better for me to hold on to this for the next round, because that card's really helpful. And I still do have enough for 1 more round. So I think I will do that. So I have an initiative of 6, they have an initiative of 8, so I am going to get early damage, which I'm going to have to absorb 2 damage. Their attack is in purple, which I don't have any purple shields. I'm attacking them for red. They don't have any red shields, so we're good there. So I'm attacking them. I fully defeat them. So I'm not going to get attacked again, but I do get early damage. So I'm also going to get poison on my next round, which is not great. Okay, so I'm going to have to absorb 2 damage. What was the card that I discarded? It was a foot one. I think you can look at your cards anytime just to see what you're working with for your final battle. So I have a 5 boot, 7, 3, 9 boot, 11 boot. Okay. I think if I downgrade this, it'll go to a 5. If I downgrade this, it'll go to an 8 from 11. I think I might downgrade my burning bridges. Absorb the damage there. So that's going to go to a 2. And then I have 7. Shoot. I have 7 experience and I can only use 4 of it. That sucks. But I will upgrade. Maybe I do this the other way. So maybe I upgrade this. And I downgrade this. No, because if I do that, then I'm not going to be able to upgrade anything. Wait. I upgraded this, which cost 5. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to upgrade this, downgrade that. This one I can't upgrade anymore, neither can I with that one. That is everything there. Boosting what? Okay, so then Icebreaker. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we are fighting again. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we are fighting monster number 4, and I do believe that this is going to be my last round. So we are fighting monster number 4. He is strong against blue. And, oh boy. Health of 17. This is not going to go well. He attacks for 5? Oh my god. Ugh. Gross. At least I have 2 blue shields, so that's nice. So if I'm absorbing, I'm going to be able to absorb quite a bit. Okay, so we're going to try to get to a initiative of 7. Health, attack him for 17. That's insane. Okay, so this card here, if I'm able to use this as my element, it will add 3. So I could use this. That will add 3 to my 7, so that'll get me to 11. And then I'll just boost. So I think I'm going to take at least some of the damage, but not a ton. I'm going to get 5 damage, which sucks. Oh, that sucks a lot. All right. So I'm using this as my element. I think I will use this for my reserve. Doesn't even matter. Or, please hold. If I use this, that'll be 9. That'll get me to 6. I can use this as my reserve. And this here. I think it doesn't matter either way. Because he can shield against blue or purple. It's just he can shield 2 instead of 3 if I do purple. Okay. Excuse me. So, this is going to add 2 to anything that I want. So I can add 2 to my initiative, or I could add 2 to my attack, because I'm using this as my reserve card. So I'm going to add 2 to my initiative. So my initiative is going to be 8, so I'm going to avoid early damage. And then my attack, because I have a purple here, my attack's going to be 9 plus 4, so I have 13. Minus 2 is going to be 11. 11 is more than half of 17, so I am going to get the experience, but unfortunately I'm having to absorb 5 damage. So, looking at all of these cards, I'm going to get 8 experience. 8 experience. Oh no, 9 experience. So I could upgrade both of these cards. And then I could just downgrade my Icebreaker. This Icebreaker card is really good though. If I downgrade it to a 3, it just changes that if I use it as my resist, or costs 6 to upgrade. That's insane. I think my best bet is to downgrade one of these 2 so that I can upgrade both of these and get the full... Oh wait, 6? No, that'll cost me 10 experience. So if I do both of these, those will both go to a 4. And then I will downgrade. Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot. I would help you, Jenna, but my brain is broke, but I still don't know what is going on. Okay. I'm trying to figure out which cards I want to absorb the damage and what cards I want to upgrade. So I could absorb the damage with this one and put that down to a 2, but then I would only be able to upgrade one of these. So I think in order to get the most out of this, I'm going to downgrade my Icebreaker, which is still okay because it's still a 3. And then I'm going to upgrade both my Brute Force and my Frost Fire Wall. Both of them to a 4. So I have a 3, 3, 4, 4. Okay. This is my reserve card, but I'm pretty sure I don't have enough for one more round. I only have 2 cards before the dragon. So this is going to go to the back. Both of these cards are going to go to the back, which it's a 1 and a 2. Really, really good cards here. And we will see if I am able to defeat the dragon. Here we go. So as of right now, I have a 1, a 3, a 1, a 3, a 4, a 3, a 4, a 4, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 4, a 3, a 1, and a 2. So I do have 3 1s, I believe, but I feel like the rest of them are pretty decent. The thing with this game is you really have to pay attention to what your stats are going to be of your cards when you're going against the dragon, because you want a good amount of everything. The only issue is that you can't really determine what cards are going to come out at what time. So basically, now that we've gone through our 4 regions, what's going to happen is we are going to look at this dragon here. And we are doing 2 things. There's going to be 2 kind of phases of this dragon phase. Final battle. You're going to have a journey to get to the dragon, which is going to be this side. And then once we are finished with that, we're going to go and actually get to the dragon and have that final battle with the dragon. So this first phase that we're going into, we are doing a journey. Primarily, like the exact same thing that we are doing with the region cards, either a monster or a journey. We're just going to do it in a bigger scale. So we are trying to get to 19, 23, or 29. The higher journey points that you can get to, or movement points that you can get to, the less cards you're going to have to discard from your deck, and the more cards you're going to have with the second phase of battling the monster. So, shuffle these up. I just looked at them, so I need to shuffle them again. For each round, or for the first round at least, we are going to get 7 cards. I do believe that I can regroup once if I would like. Which I forget exactly what regrouping is. I've never actually regrouped before. I've always just dealt with what I've got. So it probably is a good idea for me to make sure I know exactly what regrouping is so that if I do have to do it, I can. Let me quickly check to see. Please hold. So, when it comes to the final battle, regrouping. After drawing cards for the final journey, you can choose to regroup. To regroup, discard 1 card, shuffle the remaining 6 mage cards from your hand, and then put them back on the deck behind all of the mage cards. Okay, so you're giving up 1 card. It's kind of like diverting. So you're giving up 1 card in order to get a new hand of cards, basically. So that means you are going to have 1 less card for your final battle. So we'll see. I might do that. I might not. Okay. So going against Hellsang, we're going on a journey. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we are making 2 sets. So instead of making only 1 set, we're going to make 2 sets of 3. We're going to add the final kind of number of each of those together. And then we're going to have 1 card that's kind of off to the side. So the nice thing here is that I did get some purple cards, because we are trying to get to 19, at least 19. If I can get to 29, that would be freaking fantastic. Okay. Again, if we are able to match the color, we get to add our reserve card, so that's nice. So I do want this one here, because this is going to get me 11. And I can add one of these 3, which let's just do this one. Doesn't matter. This is going to minus my initiative, but again, with journeys, your initiative does not matter. So then here we have 11 plus whatever boost. I'll do this boost because it's 5 boost. So we have 11 plus 5, so we have 16 here. Because we've matched, we do get to add our reserve card, which I might decide to use another reserve card. But we might do another set, which is yellow. So we have yellow. And then it doesn't even matter. I'll just do this for my boost here, and then this for the reserve card. So in total, please hold while I calculate how much journey points we have. So here for my first set, I have purple element, which makes this 11 plus 5, so that is 16, plus another 2, so I have 18 for this first set, plus this one here, which is yellow element, that makes it 11, plus 3, so 14. So I got to 32. Awesome. So that actually gets me to the max, which is at least 29, which I only have to discard 1 card from the remaining cards. So that's kind of the time that it took up. If I was unable to get to the tier 1, which is at least 19, I would just immediately lose the game. But because I was able to complete tier 3, the best case scenario, I only have to discard 1 card, which kind of sucks because the card that I'm discarding is a 10 attack. Ooh, so sad. So that is everything for the journey. So we're going to discard all of these. I'm pretty sure this one, the reserve card, does not get brought over. Regroup, evaluate, assign, compare your moves, and then discard all 7 cards. Okay, so then we move on to the next round, which, because I only had to discard 1 card, I have 7 cards here. It's 1 less than it typically would be because I did get rid of 1 card from my hand. I did have to trash a card. So these are all the cards that I have to work with for the battle. So things are looking pretty good, except for these cards. But it's fine. Everything is fine. Ultimately, I would love to use this as the element, but that's not gonna happen. This would add 3 if I could use it as my element card, but I will probably use this as my... Oh, that really sucks. That sucks a lot. If I use this as my reserve card, it adds 1 to either my initiative or... Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I think there is a slight possibility, but I guess these ones will... Oh, that'll be pretty good. I don't know. This might be when I lose the game. All right? This might be when I lose the game. This will be my reserve card for now. It'll add 1 to either my initiative or my attack if I would like. And then this one definitely needs to be an attack because it is 14. That is great. This will be here. My initiative that I'm trying to get to is 12. Ooh. Not good. So currently my initiative is 3. Okay, next for this here, if I'm able to have this be my element or my reserve, obviously I can't have it for my reserve. None of this is looking good for me. It's fine. So this I can use as my attack, and then I can use 1 of these as the element, which this would be my best bet for my element. And then we have these 2 for boosts. Okay. So if I do this boost here, that'd be 5 boost, and this boost here, am I able to get to my initiative of at least 12? So this, I will add the boost to my initiative, so it'll be 3 plus 5 plus 1. Are you freaking me? We're gonna be 1 short of my initiative. That is not an option. That is not an option. Ugh. Ow. That hurt. 3, that's 6, plus 5 is 11. 11! Oh, that sucks. And I don't want to have to use this 5 boost for my initiative. Okay, so let's see what my total would be. So I would be 14, no boost here, because I'm just going 14, and honestly, that's okay. And then 7, because I'm just trying to get to either 12, 20, or 26. So 14 plus 7 is 21, plus 5 is 26. So even if I put, okay, I could get to at least, wait. If I just do 14 and 7, that is 21. This game, I will say, is very math heavy. I will let you know. But I actually really enjoy this type of brain-burny game. So, 14 plus 7 is 21. I would at least get to tier number 2, which I would have to absorb 26 damage. But I might be able to do it. I might be able to absorb that. I'll get into like how you absorb damage on the final battle. Or, because if I could do that, I can use this 5 boost for my initiative and get to a lot. I could get to 10, 15, 16 initiative, which is plenty. I think I'm okay with that, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go, I got 16 initiative, so we avoid any early damage. And then we are going to do 14 plus 7 for 21, which is going to get me to tier 2, which is 26. So once you have figured out which tier you are for the battle, you're going to put out all of your cards that you used for this round. And I have to absorb 26 damage, which they are doing purple damage to me. Hello, Andrew from Chip Theory here. Let me know if you have any questions or anything. Hello, Andrew. How's it going? I have no current questions. I am literally on the last battle, the final battle, and things are going. That's all I have to say. Things are happening. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. I have to absorb 26 damage. At least because they're attacking me with purple damage, this is going to be doubled. So that is, excuse me. And with the final battle for absorbing damage, I can only absorb damage from each card once. So I can't continue leveling them down. I can only level each of them down once. So 26. So this is going to absorb 6 of it. We need 20 more. This is going to be able to absorb 3. So we're at 17. This is going to absorb 2. So that's 15. Because this one is out of 1, it just gets eliminated. So we're at 15. This one is also a 1. So it's going to be 14. I don't think I have it. I definitely don't have it. No, that makes me so sad. 14. I'm literally 2 off. This will be down to 9. This will be down to 6. And this will be down 4, 2. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to do that math. So sadly, I had 2 more damage that I had to absorb, which sadly I could not absorb. Which I wonder if, because I was going between either getting early damage or going up to the next tier, which I think it still would have killed me. Because this would be 26 to 21, but then I would get another 6 damage. So I think, unfortunately, I did die. But just by 2 damage. 2 damage that I couldn't absorb. Can you guys even imagine how I'm feeling right now? Alright, friends. That is everything for Dragons of Etchinstone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing me struggle through that. That was actually a lot of fun. Sadly, I did not survive. I think what I should have done is I probably should have stuck to the easiest dragon, which is Rodvig. And I should have just stuck with him, which actually, is he even... yeah, he's pretty... He is easier, but his numbers for the amount of damage you have to soak up is a little bit more. But his like early damage is 9 compared to Helsing's 6. So maybe... Andrew, are the dragons like kind of ranked in difficulty? And if they are, which dragon is the easiest? Or are they all kind of just easy and more difficult in their own ways? Because like Helsing does have shields or armor for both purple and blue, and its initiative is 12. Your struggling was the best part. Honestly, I do agree. Most of the time when I'm watching live streams, I love seeing the person playing the game struggle. I just, it's very entertaining. I will say that. Okay. Yeah, I think what I should have done is, because I was adding in the Voltax, is that his name? Because I was adding in Voltax cards, I probably should have stuck with an easier dragon just to feel it out, because this was my first time playing with one of the North Vale mages, and I do think it takes a little bit to get used to their abilities and stuff. So I probably should have stuck with Rodvig. They are a bit variable. I've suggested the red fella as the starter dragon. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, is Rodvig. Because he has the least amount of... Does he have the least amount? Yeah, he has the least amount of initiative, which is nice. My thing is that I was like 1 away with the initiative. Some of those North Vale dragons are really nasty though. Yeah, so I do have the other dragons here. Which you have... Let me actually put you guys down here. So these are the 4 new dragons. I wasn't 100% sure that if you did... Like, is the North Vale expansion just like module? I'm assuming it is, Andrew. Like, can you just play with the base game dragons, but add in, like, a different mage? Or if you are adding in a North Vale mage, do you have to play with one of the North Vale dragons? But yeah, these are the new dragons, or the North Vale dragons, that are insane. Like this one here, Vasif. They have an initiative of 16, and then they are actually like strong, or they have armor against all 4 of the colors, which is crazy. And they additionally have some like different icons too. I also think Voltax is one of the harder North Vale mages. Not necessarily harder to understand, but harder to utilize 2 colorless cards. Yes, I found that extremely difficult, because they're also wanting you to use his specific mage cards in specific ways, and if it doesn't work out, then it gets very difficult. So yeah, I did play with that one. I found the 1 card really helpful. Or actually 2 of the cards. So I found his blue cards were really helpful. I liked them a lot. The ones that, like, if you use it as the element card or as the, whatever it's called, reserve card. Where are all of this man's cards? Ah, here. These 2. Icebreaker and Swirling Blades. These ones were so helpful because I was able to use them either as the element card or the reserve card and add more to things. North Vale is very modular. Pick and choose to your heart's content. I ran through a live stream where I replaced all the mages with the North Vale mages, and it was wild. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess you could do that. You could use multiple mages. I didn't know whether you could do that or not, because there are 16 cards in the mage deck, and each of the different North Vale mages adds 4 new cards into the deck, which I didn't pay attention to, like, what cards replaced what cards. And I'm assuming all 4 of the North Vale mages can just fully replace the 16 cards, because 4 times 4. That's insane. Why did you do that to yourself, Andrew? Why did you do that? Even playing with 1 mage was insane. Because you have all of the different, like, ways that each of the cards work, and oh my goodness. I guess you've played this game a lot though, so you know better of the game than I do. But anyways, friends, I'm trying to avoid coughing because I think what triggers me coughing more is talking. So, you know, a live stream is not boding well for that. But anyways, friends, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today for this live stream. It was a good time. Apologies that it was 2.5 hours. I just talk a lot. And also, most of the time when I'm playing solo games on stream, I'm taking longer to, like, talk through things than I do normally. So if I was playing this off of stream, I would say that a game of Dragons of Etchinstone probably takes at most an hour, I would say. If you are using some of the more complex mages, it might take a little bit longer, just with, like, thinking time and stuff. But I would say base game of Dragons of Etchinstone would probably take you an hour. So I think that's great. It is not advisable. The 16 North Vale mages, that's crazy. Okay, but yes, anyways, friends, thank you all so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed. Be sure to go check out the Dragons of Etchinstone campaign. It does end in, I think, like 2.5 days. They hit the 48-hour mark. Actually, so that is 2 days, Jenna. That is math. It ends in 2 days. It ends on Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe. Thank you so much for popping in, Andrew. I appreciate it. To be fair, you went on a lot of journeys. Did you feel like you got as many upgrades as you needed? So Brian, to answer your question, no, definitely not. And unfortunately, I think because I was going into a lot of journeys, it hindered the amount of cards that I was able to upgrade that were attack cards. So I think that's what happened, is that I was unable to get as many attack cards upgraded as I wanted to. But yeah, I think I still did good. We got close. And I had a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, anyways, appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your Wednesday. I love you. And be sure to go check out Dragons of Etchinstone over on Gamefound. Nightbot has been posting the link in the chat. And then I also have a link in the description of this video. When this is a YouTube video, you guys can go and check it out in the description. That's everything. Appreciate you guys. I like how you talk out your thoughts. I think you are one of the best I watch in letting us into how you make your decisions. I appreciate that, Victoria. That's exactly what I appreciate in a game. So yeah, I always try to do that. But yeah, love you guys. Have a good rest of your Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Bye.